See that count the number of elements or samples. After how many elements it is repeating, that is the period. For example, you take this one. 1, 2. After 2 elements, it is repeating. Same thing. This should not consider that. So therefore, fundamental period is 2. So by observation only, we can understand that 1, 2. Don't measure the time period here. Don't measure time to period. Instead, now count the number of elements. That means if I say period is 5, after 5 elements, it is repeating. That's what the meaning of it. Okay. Here in case of continuous time signal, after the interval, the time t, the same thing is repeating. That's what the meaning of periodicity. Will you agree with that? If that is the case, then how to solve the problem on this kind of things? And mathematically also how to do it. Some of them we do it with observation. If it is a trigonometric function, like sine, cos, like that, then how to check the periodicity? This kind of problems are repeated in many papers, right? Okay. Now what is that we have? Let us go for the problem number 18. So question generally in the examination will be check whether the following signals are periodic or not. If periodic, find the fundamental period. This is the question what we have seen in the examination. And each question generally it will be 3 marks maximum. Sometimes it's 2 marks also. First I'll do the procedure and later we'll come to know I'll give the shortcut within 3 lines how to do it. First you understand in detail. Okay. Right. So now let us say I have a signal x of t is equal to cos of 4 pi t. Check whether the following signal is periodic or not. Check for periodicity. Check for periodicity. And if periodic, find fundamental period. Fundamental period. That's what the question. Okay. Apply the condition. What is that we have? We know that x of t plus t is equal to x of t. Both sides you substitute. What is x of t plus t? X of t plus t is nothing but what? Replaced in x of t, replace t by t plus t. Therefore, we get it as cos of 4 pi into t plus t is equal to cos of 4 pi t. Substitute for x of t plus t as well as or we can write it as cos of 4 pi t multiplied by 4 pi plus 4 pi t is equal to cos 4 pi t. When these two are equal, first condition is this should become 0. Okay, not necessarily 0. This term is anything multiple of 2 pi. That means 360 plus theta is also theta. 720 plus theta is also theta. So therefore, what is that we have? Cos of 4 pi t plus this can be in the form of what? Uh, 4 pi t should be equal to what is it? So that second term should be equal to what? It can be 2 pi. 0 is also cos 4 pi t. Cos of 4 pi t plus 2 pi is also cos 4 pi t because we all know that cos of 360 plus theta is cos theta itself. Cos of 4 pi t plus 4 pi 720 is also cos 4 pi t. Is it right? Like that. So this 4 pi can be written as what? 2 into 2 pi. 2 into 2. So cos of 4 pi t plus 3 into 2 pi is also cos 4 pi t. That means what is that you should understand? The second term should be, this 4 pi t should be, the 4 pi t should be integer multiples of this one. If this one is integer multiples of 2 pi, then integer multiple 2 pi, 4 pi t plus integer multiples of 2 pi, and this will be equal to cos 4 pi t. Therefore, second term should be equated to what? 2 pi k, where k is an integer. Okay, cos of 4 pi t. So therefore, pi gets cancelled. So this is 2 times. Therefore, t is equal to 1 by 2k, and t naught is the fundamental period. For least integer value of k, we get the fundamental period. The least integer value for this one is what? 1. Therefore, sir, can we take, some students have asked this question. Sir, I'll take 0. You will get, if you take 0, you will not get the period itself. So therefore, the fundamental period is half. Sir, you have not checked for the periodicity itself. So no need to check it. Whenever any continuous time signal is there, any continuous time signal, individual terms, any continuous time trigonometric function, individual terms are always periodic. You no need to check it. Just you find out the fundamental. So since it is, see, therefore we got the period as what? T naught is equal to 1 by 2. That is the fundamental period, and it is periodic. You should write it, and fundamental period is 1 by 2. So any individual trigonometric functions, continuous time individual trigonometric functions are always periodic. Okay. So therefore we will get the period as T naught is equal to 1 by. So so much we need to do for 3 marks. Okay. Or 2 marks. Let us see how to do it. Now we understood that if I want to make the x of t plus t is equal to x of t, then the what is that? The second term what we get in our x of t plus t, that should be integer multiples of 2 pi. Okay. So now I'll understand that after doing 2 or 3 problems still. The concept will be very much clear after doing 3 or 4 problems. Okay. Now I'll move on to the next problem. 19. Check for the same thing. X of t is equal to sine of 2 pi by 3 into t. Condition is what? X of t plus t should be what? X of t. And is any individual terms are always periodic. No need to check it. Therefore, what will you get? Sine of x of t plus t is what? 2 pi by 3t plus 2 pi by 3 capital T. I have multiplied and I return is equal to sine of 2 pi by 3t. Now, when these two are equal, the second term should be equated to 2 pi by 3t should be equal to 2 pi k. Always 2 pi gets cancelled. T is equal to 3k. T naught is equal to 3 is periodic. That's it. See, for 3 marks, 3 lines. That's how we should do it. So now let us go for the next one. So how to check the periodicity? That means after the interval 3, it is periodic, right? That is same thing is repeating, I mean to say. Okay. Now let us check for the few more problems. Let us have a signal x of t is equal to 1 plus sine of 2 pi by 3 t. X of t plus t is equal to x of t. X of t plus t is what? 1 plus sine of 2 pi by 3t plus 2 pi by 3t should be equal to 1 plus sine of 2 pi by 3t. 1 gets cancelled. When these two are equal, 2 pi by 3t should be equal to, because 1 is gets cancelled, only this one. If you want this one to be equal to this, second term should be integer multiple of 2 pi. So therefore, 2 pi gets cancelled. T is equal to 3k. T naught is the fundamental period 3. Okay. This also period 3. This also period 3. That means, what is this one? Addition. Addition of a DC. It is a constant means nothing but what? DC. See, for a mathematicians it is constant. For engineers it is DC. A constant is nothing. A DC value is there. Addition of DC will not affect the periodicity of the signal. That's what the note you can say. The meaning, I'll show you that how exactly addition of, let us have a signal like this. Okay. So period, as I said, let us say the x of t, which is equal to sine of 2 pi by 3t. The period, I'll take it as, let us say 3t naught, we have calculated. Now, this is, now I will add a DC to it. So, If you add DC here itself, I'll write it. This is 0. Now add DC 1. Okay, 0 plus 1 is 1 here, and this is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay. Once again, the period is, that means it is rise by by a certain value 1, still period remains same. So that means signal level is increasing, but period remains same. This you know it. That is nothing but clamping. Still better way of saying this one for an electronics engineer is clamping will not affect the periodicity of the signal. Clamping is nothing but what? Adding DC to any signal. Last semester itself you have studied that one. Clamping will not affect the periodicity of the signal. Here, that is clamping is nothing but adding a DC to your AC signal. Now I am adding a DC and it is not affect the periodicity. Earlier also sine 2 pi t also same thing. Here, this is 1 plus sine of 2 pi by 3t. This is your x of t. Period remains same. So that means addition of DC will not affect the periodicity of signal. Note we can write it. Addition of DC will not affect periodicity of the signal. Similarly, I'll go for one more problem. Mm, Let us say I have x of t is equal to 2 into sine of 2 pi by 3t. Okay, right. X of once again condition you write it. Periodicity condition is x of t plus t is equal to x of t. 2 into sine of 2 pi by 3t plus 2 pi by 3t is equal to 2 sine of 2 pi by 3t. 2 gets cancelled. When these two are equal, 2 pi by 3t is equal to 2 pi k. 2 pi gets cancelled. T is equal to 3k or T naught is equal to 3 and is periodic. So what is that you can understand from this one? So amplitude scaling will not affect the periodicity of the signal. Once again, I'll give an example. You see here. Let us say I have sine of 2 pi by 3t, sine 2 pi by 3t, whose period is 3. Now I'll multiply by 2. This value is 1. This one, because we know that maximum value of sine is 1, minimum is minus 1. Now,
Raised a hand.
hmm? Yes, Kokila? Okay, if you have any doubts, please raise the hand. Okay, right. Now you multiply by 2. And what is that we have is, multiply by 2 means it will be like this. 1 into 2 is 2, minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. Still the period is remains same 3. T naught is equal to 3. So therefore, what is that we can understand from this one? Amplitude scale, not amplitude scale, scaling will not affect periodicity of the signal. Amplitude is increasing, periodicity of the signal. That's what you can understand from this. Now let us go for one more kind of problem. Once again, I'll take the same x of t sine of 2 pi by 3t plus pi by 4. Okay, right. Now, x of t plus t is equal to x of t is the condition for periodicity. X of t plus t is what? Sine of 2 pi by 3t plus 2 pi by 3 capital T plus pi by 4 is equal to x of x of t is what? Sine of 2 pi by 3t plus pi by 4. Okay, right. When these two are equal, see in place of pi by 4 we have pi by 4. When we have 2 pi by 3t we have 2 pi by 3t. Only this term should be equal to what? So for condition for periodicity, what is that? 2 pi by 3t should be equal to what? Integer multiples of 2 pi. So t is equal to 3k, t naught is equal to once again it remains same. That means there is a phase shift here. Phase shift will not affect the periodicity of the signal. That's what the meaning of it, right? Now let us check it out with graph. Let us take. So in the examination, you don't need to show the graph. Just for your information, I am showing the graph. Just you check it and write it. This generally 2 to 3 marks. Don't expect more than 3 marks. Maximum 3, minimum 2. That's it. Don't expect, sir, this is I have written one page and I should get 5. No. Maximum is 3, minimum 2. Okay. Now, sine of 2 pi by 3t. Sine of 2 pi by 3t, I'll write it like this. And this period is 3. Now, there is a phase shift. Phase shift is the sense, let us say 2 pi by 3t plus pi by 4. Let us say t is equal to 0. This will become sine pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Some value will be there, 0.707. So it starts from here. And it will go like this. Like this it will. Okay, right. Anyhow, now we see the check the periodicity. Period. So from period is nothing but what? From where you started, you'll have to go up to the same point so that it should not repeat. Now I started here. I'll have to end at this point only. That is same thing only, no? T naught is equal to 3. Okay. Signal is earlier advanced by pi by 4. This much period. Still, it started here and it come back. Some same thing is repeated now from here. That's why I have stopped at this point. So this is nothing but what is that? Period T. That means phase shift will not what is that you can understand from this one. Phase shift will not affect the not affect the periodicity of the signal of the signal. That's how you should do it. Okay. So that is about periodicity of the individual trigonometric functions. Now let us go for periodicity of sum of two signals. Okay. The majority of the examination problems are on the sum of two signals. Okay, right. Therefore, I'll take up one example. And before going to the example, I'll tell the condition. Two signals are said to be periodic. Sum of two signals, sorry. Sum of two signals are said to be periodic if the ratio of the individual periods is rational. If it is irrational, it becomes aperiodic. So this is a very interesting. Carefully observe the conditions. Okay. Sum of two signals are said to be periodic if the ratio of the individual period. Let us say I have two terms. So periodicity of the first one is T naught 1 Periodicity of second one is T naught 2. That should be rational. Then it is periodic. If it is irrational, it is aperiodic. What is this irrational? Irrational under root 3, root 5, root 7, uh, root 10, so on like this. Or pi, 1 by pi, or 2 by pi. So this kind of things are known as, if you get the period as the ratio of the ratio of the periods as this much, then it become, what is that? Aperiodic. So earlier, what is that I said? Individual trigonometric functions are also always periodic. So now also, if you take it, sum of the two signals, if you take it, individual periods may be periodic, but sum when you take it, it is periodic only if this condition is satisfied. Okay. After solving our 3 or 4 problems, we'll understand what exactly the meaning of all these things, right? Let us go for problem number 23. Check the periodicity of the signal x of t. Check whether the signal is periodic or not. If periodic, find the fundamental period. X of t is equal to sine of 4 pi t plus cos of 2 pi t. Simple example, you take it. Okay. First one, I'll take it as, let us take x of t is equal to x1 of t plus x2 of t. x1 of t is equal to what? Sine of 4 pi t. x2 of t is equal to cos of 2 pi t. For periodicity condition is what? X of t plus t is equal to x of t combined together, right? First one, what is that? You can write it. Sine of 4 pi t plus 4 pi t1 should be equal to sine of 4 pi t. When these two are equal, 4 pi t1 should be equal to 2 pi k. Pi gets cancelled 2 times. T1 is equal to 1 by 2k. T naught 1 is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Next, x2 of this one, for this same condition will be there, but here we call it as x2 of t. And period, I'll call it as, period of the first one I'll call it as t1. Period of the second one we call it as t2. And fundamental period I'll call it as t naught 1 and t naught 2. Okay, right. So what is that? You can write it. Cos of 2 pi t plus 2 pi t t2 should be equal to cos 2 pi t. When these two are equal, 2 pi t2 should be equal to 2 pi k. 2 pi gets cancelled. T2 is equal to k. T naught 2 is equal to 1. Is it visible?
Yes, sir, visible.
Yes, sir. Now it's visible. Till now it
Okay,
was
right.
blurred, sir.
Okay. That there may be a problem with the signal strength. Okay. Now, right. So T naught 1 is equal to half. T naught 2 is equal to 1. Now we got individually, this is also periodic, this also periodic. We all know that individual trigonometric functions are always periodic. Now you take the ratio. T naught 1 divided by T naught 2 is equal to 1 by 2 divided by 1 ratio. So that will become equal to 1 by 2. It is rational. Now it is periodic. These two are sometimes what will happen is individual terms are always periodic, but the ratio and final result don't give the what is that condition for this two. We got that period. Now whether sum is periodic or not, for that we will have to put the condition. So it is periodic. This period is, it is rational. It is periodic. Now okay, right. Now what we have is how to find out the fundamental period. T naught is equal to, you multiply this 2 into T naught 1. which is the cross multiply this and this. 2 into T naught 1 into 1 into T naught 2. Okay. Substitute any one of them, T naught 1 or T naught 2, you will get the same answer. T naught is equal to 2 into T naught 1 andre 1 by 2. 2 2 gets cancelled 1. So period is what? T naught is equal to fundamental period. So check whether it's periodic or not. It's periodic and fundamental period is 1. Okay. That's how we should do it. Now let us go for one more problem. X of t is equal to sine of 2 pi by 3t plus cos of 3 pi by 4t. Okay, right. This is x1 of t, x2 of t. Let x1 of t be equal to sine of 2 pi by 3t. x2 of t be equal to cos of 3 pi by 4t. Periodicity condition remains same. X of t plus t is equal to x of t. x1 of t plus t1 should be equal to x1 of t. Okay, this one you don't need to write it once again. Sine of 2 pi by 3t plus 2 pi by 3t1 should be equal to sine 2 pi by 3t. So condition is what? 2 pi by 3t1 should be equal to 2 pi k. 2 pi gets cancelled. T1 is equal to 3k. T naught 1 is equal to 3. Similarly, cos of 3 pi by t4 t plus 3 pi by 4 capital T2 is equal to cos of 3 pi by 4 t. When these two are equal, 3 pi by 4 T2 should be equal to 2 pi k. Pi gets cancelled. T2 is equal to 8 by 3 k. T naught 2 is equal to 8 by 3. So now individually these two are periodic. We don't know. Now what we should do is T naught 1 divided by T naught 2 is equal to, what is T naught 1? 3. T naught 2 is 8 by 3, which is equal to 9 by 8. It is rational. So see, it is not fraction we are checking it. Rational or irrational? Irrational means you should get pi or root 3, something 1 by root 3, 1 by pi, something like that, 2 pi. All those things are irrational. Otherwise, rational only. Okay. So 9 by 8, it is rational. Now you find out the fundamental period. T naught is equal to, cross multiply it. 8 T naught 1 is equal to 9 T naught 2 is equal to, any one you substitute. I substitute for this second one. 9 into T naught 2. T naught 2 is what? 8 by 3. So is 3 times. So fundamental period is 24. So signal is periodic with a period of 24. And rational, therefore it is periodic. That's how we should do it. Okay. Now let's go for one more problem. X of t is equal to, X of t is equal to sine of 2t plus sine of cos of 4 pi t. Okay, right. X1 of t is equal to sine 2t. X2 of t is equal to cos 4 pi t. X1 of t plus t. So condition you go for sine of 2t plus 2t1 is equal to sine 2t. When these two are equal, 2t1 is equal to 2 pi k. 2 gets cancelled. T1 is equal to pi k. T naught 1 is equal to pi. When I ask the students for is periodic or aperiodic, Students, most of the time they'll say 90% of the students will say that, sir, it's aperiodic. Please note that individual terms are always periodic. So then you said pi, if whenever there is a pi is there, you said that it is aperiodic. Not for this one. This is only for the ratio. When you are taking the ratio, that you should not get irrational, not for the period. Are you getting my point? Individually, you may get pi or irrational number, doesn't matter. The ratio should be, what is that? Rational. Then it is periodic. Okay. So cos, don't get confused with that. 4 pi t plus 4 pi t2 should be equal to cos 4 pi t. 4 pi t2 should be equal to 2 pi k. Pi pi gets cancelled. This is 2 times. T2 is equal to 1 by 2k. T naught 2 is equal to 1 by 2. Once again, it is periodic. Now you take the ratio. Individually, this is also periodic, this is also periodic. That we should not check it. No need to check it. It is understood that individual trigonometric functions of continuous time signals are always periodic. Now you take the ratio T naught 1 divided by T naught 2. What will you get? Pi divided by 1 by 2. Pi divided by 1 by 2, which is equal to 2 pi. Now this is irrational. Even though individual signals are periodic, but the ratio is irrational. Hence, it is aperiodic. Once it is aperiodic, no need to find out the fundamental value. It doesn't exist only. I have seen in the valuation that some of the students will write aperiodic and then they will find a period. Once a signal is aperiodic, what do you mean by that? It is not repeating after certain interval. If you're writing the certain period means what? You're saying that after the interval, to let us say you are saying that aperiodic and you will find out the period. Let us say period is become 2. The meaning of that one is what? After the interval 2, it is repeating. We are saying it. So therefore, what you should do is when you say aperiodic, don't calculate any period. There is no meaning for that. So once it is aperiodic, write aperiodic and stop. Okay, that's what we need to do. So this is a irrational number. It is a aperiodic signal. Okay. So individually, these two terms are. You don't write anything here. Sir, this is also periodic. This also, that you know. Only final conclusion you should write after taking this one. Okay. Another examination problem we have seen. One of the recent papers. X of t is equal to cos 3t plus sin 5t. Okay, right. X1 of t is equal to cos 3t. X2 of t is equal to sin 5t. Okay, right. Condition is cos 3t plus 3t1 is equal to cos 3t. When these two are equal, 3t1 is equal to 2 pi k, t1 is equal to 2 pi by 3k, t naught 1 is equal to 2 pi by 3 for least integer value. So it is periodic only. It's understood. Sir, pi is there. No need to check for this one. Individual terms are always periodic. So here sin 5t plus 5t2 should be equal to sin 5t. When these two are equal, 5t2 should be equal to 2 pi k. t2 is equal to 2 pi by 5 k. t naught 2 is equal to 2 pi by 5. Once again, it is periodic. Now you take the ratio t naught 1 divided by t naught 2. 2 pi by 3t, 2 pi by 3 divided by 2 pi by 5. 2 pi gets cancelled. 5 by 3 is rational, hence periodic. Okay, right. So now what you should do? Cross multiply. T naught is equal to 3 T naught 1, which is equal to 5 T naught 2, which is equal to 3 into T naught 1, 2 pi by 3. T3 gets cancelled. 2 pi. T naught is 1. See. Sir, you are getting pi. Period can be pi, irrational. But only the ratio should not be irrational. That's what. Here it can be pi. Here it can be pi. Here also it can be pi. Only when you are taking the ratio, you should not get irrational, right? So hence it is periodic, and the period is 2 pi. Okay. Let us go for what is that? What is the logic behind? By observation only we can understand these things. You no need to by seeing the problem only we can see that in this problem here we have 2t. Here we have 4 pi. Pi is there. Here one side pi is not there. First term. Therefore, pi will not get cancelled. Therefore, pi will you will get the irrational number. You will get it. Therefore, we say that it's aperiodic. Now, here also pi is not there. Here also pi is not there. Therefore, in the answer you will get it as pi pi. Pi pi gets cancelled. You will get rational. That is irrational gets cancelled with irrational. You will get rational. That means any one term is irrational. What will happen is the ratio becomes irrational. So if you get both of them irrational, and it should be such a way that it should be gets cancelled, then what will happen is you will get the period. So irrational gets cancelled, you will get rational. That's how, that is the logic behind it. Just by observation only you can understand. After the, for the sake of explanation, you can write the equation. By seeing that signal only we can write it. Okay, one of the examination problem that we have seen, x of t is equal to cos of 1 minute. I will check the problem from the examination. This is one of the most repeated questions. Cos t plus sine of root 2t. Anybody can easily say that root 2 is there. Here we don't have any root 2. Therefore, it is irrational, it is aperiodic. Without doing the problem only, we can tell. Still, I will do it. Sir, if you want to make it periodic, what you should do? Multiples of root 2, something should be there here. So that irrational gets cancelled, you will get rational. And it becomes periodic, right? Okay. X1 of t is equal to cos t. X2 of t is equal to sine of root 2t. Okay. Now, cos t plus t1 should be equal to cos t. Therefore, t1 should be equal to 2 pi k. T01 is equal to 2 pi. Sine of root 2t plus root 2 t2 should be equal to sine root 2t. When these two are equal, root 2 t2 should be equal to 2 pi k. t2 is equal to, this one we can cancel, root 2 times root 2 pi k. T02 is equal to root 2 pi. Okay. So now you find out the ratio. T01 divided by T02 is equal to 2 pi divided by root 2 pi. Pi pi gets cancelled. This is root 2 times. You will get the answer as root 2. It is irrational. As I said, irrational. Therefore, it becomes aperiodic. Okay. So since we have one irrational result, here we don't have irrational. One more problem I'll take up. X of t is equal to sine of root 8 pi t plus cos of root 2t. Okay. X1 of t is equal to sine of root 8 pi t. X2 of t is equal to cos root 2t. This root 8 can be written as 2 root 2. So therefore, root 2 gets cancelled, you will get periodic. Rational, you will get it. Irrational. Here also you will get irrational. Here also you will get irrational. Irrational gets cancelled. The ratio becomes rational. Therefore, it is periodic. That's what you can understand from this. Okay. Okay. Now we shall do and say. Check it out. Sine of root 8 pi t plus root 8 pi t1 should be equal to sine of root 8t. When these two are equal, root 8 pi t1 should be equal to 2 pi k. Pi gets cancelled. Root 8 is nothing but what? 4. 8 can be written as 4 into 2 t1 equal to 2k. Root 4 is this 2 root 2 t1 is equal to 2k. 2 gets cancelled. T naught 1 is equal to 1 by root 2. K is equal to 1. Similarly, here cos of root 2 t plus root 2 t2 should be equal to cos root 2 t. Are equal. Root 2 t2 should be equal to what? So 2 pi k. This is root 2. This root 2 times gets cancelled. T2 is equal to root 2 pi into k. T naught 2 is equal to root 2 pi. Is it periodic? Yes, individually these two are periodic because individual trigonometric functions of continuous time signal is always periodic. Now, the ratio T naught 1 divided by T naught 2, 1 by root 2 divided by, sorry, oh, here pi is not there, right? Okay. You take pi here also here so that I can. This pi gets cancelled. So root 2k. T naught is equal to root 2. Now, here also irrational. Here also it is irrational. Root 2. 1 divided by 1 by root 2 into root 2, we will get a 1 by 2 is rational and is periodic. Now, T naught is equal to cross product 2 T naught 1, which is equal to T naught 2. 2 into T naught 1 is 1 by root 2. Root 2 times gets cancelled. T naught is equal to root. One minute. Equal to root 2 and is periodic. It can be irrational, no problem. But individually, the ratio should be rational, right? So that's how we can check the periodicity of the sum of two signals. These examples, whatever the problems I gave it from the beginning, like 23rd,
Sir,
all these things, each one is having different characteristics. Check it out. And if you practice this kind of problems, what will happen is you can see the variety. When it will become periodic, when it will become aperiodic, by observation only we can say. Right? Now let us go for an examination problem. So one of the examination problem is x of t is equal to sine square t. This was asked for 2.5 marks. So how to check the periodicity of this signal? Sine square theta is nothing but we know that cos 2 theta formula. Cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Therefore, 2 sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta. Therefore, sine square theta is equal to 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 cos 2 theta. Okay, right. Therefore, what is that you can write it? X of t is equal to 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 cos 2t. Okay. The individual terms are always periodic. Okay. So, individual terms only it will be. Only DC is added. Amplitude scaling is there. DC will not affect the periodicity of the signal, we know. Will not affect the periodicity of the signal, we know. And one minus is there, 180-degree out of phase. That will not also affect the periodicity of the signal. Three nodes I have given in the beginning in the individual trigonometric functions. All the three are involved in this problem. Amplitude scaling will not affect the periodicity of the signal. Sorry, DC is not will affect the periodicity of signal. Amplitude scaling will not affect the periodicity of signal. Phase shift will not affect the periodicity. This is minus is nothing but 180-degree out of phase. The meaning of this one is, if the signal is like this, out of phase is this one by 180-degree. So DC, amplitude scaling, phase reversal or phase shift will not affect the periodicity of the signal. Right? So therefore, no need to know that, just you can do it like that. X of t plus t. How will you do that? 1 by 2 plus minus 1 by 2 cos of 2t plus 2t is equal to 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 cos of 2t. Okay, right. This DC gets cancelled, minus minus gets cancelled, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 gets cancelled. Now, when these two are equal, 2t should be equal to 2 pi k. 2 gets cancelled. T naught is equal to pi. This periodic, of course, individual term. It's not sum of two signals. It is the individual signal. First time type of problem what we had, right? That's how we should do it. Go for one more problem. That is also from the examination. Okay, anyhow, that's it. I'll do it later. One more problem is there. It might be there in the later stages. I'll be doing it. 1 minute. Available. Yeah, it's here. I'll take it. The problem number 30. X of t is equal to 2 cos square pi by 2t minus 1 into sin pi t into cos pi t. Cos pi t. Okay. Now we check for the periodicity. It's an examination question. So here we can use cos 2 theta as well as sin 2 theta formula. Cos 2 theta formula. What is cos 2 theta? Cos 2 theta is nothing but equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. Okay, right. 2 cos square theta is pi by 2 is equal to cos 2 theta. So x of t is nothing but okay, and sin 2 theta, we all know that sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. Therefore, sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta by 2. So now we can write it as what? X of t is equal to, what is that you can write it? X of this, in this place we can write it as cos 2t, 2 theta. That is 2 into pi by 2. Theta is pi by 2 t into sin 2 theta formula is what? Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta. Sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta. This 2 will come to denominator. Sin 2t 2 pi t divided by 2. This 2 gets cancelled, right? Now Sin A cos B formula you can use it. X of t is equal to 1 by 2 into sin A cos B is what? Sin A cos B formula. I'll take this one first, this one second. Sin of A plus U 1 by 2 into sin of 2 pi t plus pi t is 3 pi t plus sin of A minus B. Sin of A minus B is 2 pi t minus pi t is pi t. Okay, right. So therefore, what is that you can write it? So this can be individually calculated. Anyhow, amplitude scaling will not affect the periodicity signal. We can leave it. So this is 3 pi t, this is pi t. So shortcut I'll do 3 pi t1 should be equal to 2 pi k. Pi pi gets cancelled. T1 is equal, T naught 1 is equal to 2 by 3. I skipped some of the steps now. Even you also, because this is asked only for 2.5 marks. Don't go for one page and all. You try to finish off in 4 or 5 pages, five lines, not more than that. It is a waste of time. And here, pi t2 is equal to 2 pi k. Pi pi gets cancelled. T naught 2 is equal to 2. T naught 1 divided by T naught 2 is equal to 2 by 3 divided by 2, which is equal to 4 by 3, is rational. Therefore, it is periodic. Okay, cross multiply it. T naught is equal to 2 T naught 1, which is equal to 4 T naught 2, which is equal T naught is equal to 2 T naught 1, 2 by 3.
Sir, that is not 4 by 3, sir.
Huh?
So that is not 4 by 3.
Oh, sorry, you are right. So what will happen is this 2 gets cancelled is 1 by 3. You are right. 1 by 3 cross multiply it 3 T naught 1. That's why I'm not getting the answer only. If we do mistake here, you will not get the answer here, because when you substitute back, when you substitute for T naught 1 or T naught 2, you should get correct answer. That's what I was confusing here. I'm not getting the answer only. That means you cannot do mistakes here. If you do mistake, you will stuck up in the next step. That's what it was happening for me here also here. So this 2 gets cancelled. You will get it as 1 by 3. Okay, right? So therefore, what is that? You can write it, cross multiply it. So 3 T naught 1 and 1 T naught 2. Okay, right? Substitute for that. 3 into T naught 1 is 2 by 3. 3 gets cancelled, is 2. Or you can substitute for T naught 2 also. T naught 2 is as already 2. So it is periodic, whose period is, that's how we should do. This is an examination problem for 2.5 marks in one of the papers. Okay. Now let us go for periodicity of the discrete time signal. This is about the continuous time signal, individual trigonometric functions, and some of the trigonometric functions for continuous. Okay, right. Now, periodicity of discrete time signal. Periodicity of the discrete time signal. How to do that? Okay. The discrete time trigonometric functions are not always periodic. Individual terms are also not always periodic. Okay. What is the condition for that? Observe it. Okay, I'll go for one problem. Check for the periodicity. X of n is equal to cos of 2 pi by 3 n. Check for the same condition will be there. And we should see that the repetition period or fundamental period should be integer. Okay. What is that condition? I'll check it out. I'll tell you. What is the condition we said? Same thing. Until the end it is same. X of n plus n should be equal to x of n for periodicity. X of n plus n means what? Cos of 2 pi by 3 n plus 2 pi by 3 capital N should be equal to cos of 2 pi by 3 n. When these two are equal, 2 pi by 3 n should be equal to 2 pi k. 2 pi gets cancelled. N is equal to 3k. N naught is equal to 3. That means here we should say select k in such a fashion that n should be an integer. You for any integer value of k, n should be an integer. And for least integer value of k, you will get the fundamental period. I'll repeat my statement. We should select the value of k as an integer such that n should be an integer. For any value of k, if n is not integer, then it will become aperiodic. It should be integer. See, we should select the value of k as an integer such that the ratio should be an integer. So therefore, what is that? Such that n should be an integer. So hence it is periodic. Here you may get aperiodic also. The same problem what we did in continuous, no? There it may be periodic, here it may become aperiodic. I will show you that. X of n is equal to cos of 2n. This is an examination problem. It is repeated twice or thrice, 2 marks. X of n plus n should be equal to x of n. No? Cos of 2n plus 2n should be equal to cos 2n. When these two are equal, 2n should be equal to what? 2 pi k. So 2 gets cancelled. N is equal to pi k. Okay. Select the value of k such that n should be an integer. Okay, right. How will you get it? Sir, I'll take pi. Sir, 1 by pi I'll take. One student has said pi gets cancelled. But pi is not an integer. Okay. Therefore, k cannot be pi. 1 by pi. Okay. One student said that, sir, I'll take pi is equal to 22 by 7. And I'll take k as 7. 7 gets cancelled, 22 integer. No. Because 22 by 7 is the approximate value for pi. So therefore, we should select the value of k as integer such that n should be an integer. You check any integer value. K should be integer. Please remember that. K should be integer such that n should be an integer. So we should select the value of k as integer such that n is an integer. And for a least integer value of k, you will get the fundamental period. So in this case, for any integer value, n is not an integer. For any integer value of k, n is not an integer. Hence it is aperiodic. Here, individual trigonometric functions are not necessarily periodic. It can be aperiodic also, as long as we are not getting n as integer for any integer value of k. This logic you should understand from this. Is an examination question. Okay, right. So now what is that we have is cos of root 2 pi n. Definitely it is a periodic because x of n plus n is equal to x of n cos of root 2 pi n plus root 2 pi n should be equal to cos of root 2 pi n. When these two are equal, root 2 pi n should be equal to 2 pi. Condition remains same. Pi gets cancelled. This root 2 times gets cancelled. N is equal to root 2 k. Tell me any integer value of k such that n is integer. No chance at all. For any integer value of k. Sir, I'll take k is equal to 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 is not an integer. Okay. So therefore, or I'll take root 2, sir. Root 2 is not an integer. So you cannot, for any integer value of k, n is not integer, it becomes aperiodic. Once it is aperiodic, you no need to find any period, right? That's how we should check it out. Problem number 34. X of n is equal to Sine of, let us say, sine of 2 pi by 3 n. One minute. I'll check with some examination problems. Okay, right. We shall have go for this. X of n is equal to 50n. So now we shall go for this. X of n plus n is equal to, that is cos or sine, you take it, sorry. Okay. X of n plus n is equal to x of n cos of 50n plus 50n should be equal to cos of 50n. When these two are equal, 50n should be equal to 2 pi k. Okay, n should be equal, this is 25 times. N should be equal to pi by 25 into cos of 50n. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, right, okay. So now, for any integer value of k, n is not an integer. Sir, I'll take k is equal to 25. Take 25, but still this pi only will get. Pi is not an integer. So we should select the value of k as an integer such that n is n. Therefore, it is aperiodic. Okay, that's how we should check it out. Now let us go for one examination problem which is repeated in many examination for 3 marks. How to do it? So problem number 35. So no need to check this problem. Just I'll try to cos of n pi by 12 plus sine of n pi by 18. It's a standard problem. Just I remembered this problem itself. It repeated thrice or 4 times in the examination. This is your x of n. Check for the period. The answer, I think you will get 72. It is periodic. You'll get it. Okay. So what is that we have? X1 of n is equal to cos of n pi by 12. X2 of n is equal to cos of n pi by 18. Okay. Cos of n pi by 12 plus n 1 pi by 12 should be equal to cos of n pi by 12. When these two are equal, n1 pi divided by 12 should be equal to 2 pi k. Pi gets cancelled. N1 is equal to 24k. N01 is equal to 24. For least integer value of k. Least integer value of k is what? 1. Similarly, cos of n pi by 18 plus, yes,
Sir, it is sine or cos, sir? In question you have written.
okay, it can take sine or cos, doesn't make any difference. Anyhow, here we have taken sine, you should take sine. You are right. But as far as the periodicity is concerned, it will not change at all. Anyhow, you have taken sine, you take sine only. N pi by 18 plus n2 pi by 18 should be equal to sine of n pi by 18. When these two are equal, n2 pi by 18 should be equal to 2 pi k. Pi gets cancelled. N2 is equal to 18k. N02 is equal to 18. Okay, individually they are periodic. N01 divided by N02 ratio, you take it, same thing, same condition will remain same. T01 divided by T02 in case of continuous time signal. N01 divided by N02 is in case of discrete time signal, and it should be rational. If it is irrational, it becomes aperitic. That condition remains same. It is equal to 24. Correct? Huh? Sorry, this is wrong. 2 is there 18 into 2? 36. Sorry. Okay, the 24 divided by 36. 2 times, 3 times. 2 by 3 is rational. Therefore, it is periodic. So, period N0 is equal to 3 N01, which is equal to 2 N02, which is equal to 3 into N01 andre 24 is equal to 72 if I am right. Okay, N0 is equal to N0 72. After the meaning of this one is what? After 72 elements, it is repeating. Okay. Individually after 24 elements, this is repeating. First one. Second one is repeating after 36 elements, but sum is repeated only after 72 elements. So you should be very much careful while doing this kind of problem, right? We'll take up one more problem from the examination. 1 minute. Okay, another kind of problem that we have seen is product of two signals. They'll give it. X of n is equal to cos of pi n by 7 into sine of pi n by 5. This kind of question we have seen in many papers. The number may differ. I have seen this question like 3, 5, 2, 5. This kind of 5, 3 combination. These things we have seen in many papers. Okay, this is also same thing. Now, what is that we have? Sin A cos B formula, we should use it. X of n is equal to sin A cos B. So sin A cos B is what? Sin of A plus B. Pi n by 7 plus pi n by 5 plus sin of A minus B. Sin of pi n by 5. This one, yeah, I have taken A. This one I have taken B. Minus pi n by 7 multiplied by 2. Okay, right. Is it okay? Sin A cos B formula. Any confusion is there? What you should do is sin of A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. You use it. Sin of A minus B is any plus minus, some small mistakes are there. Then we can write the sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Add these two, this will get cancelled. What will you get? Sin A 2 sin A cos B is equal to sin of A plus B plus sin of A minus B. So this 2 will go to the denominator. Okay, therefore what you should write is sin A cos B is nothing but equal to divided by 2. It's not multiplied by 2. It is divided by 2. 1 by 2 you should write it. Okay. So any confusions are there like sine or amplitude scaling or anything is confusion is there. Go for fundamental trigonometric equations of sin of A plus B, sin of A minus B, so that we can easily get clarified. Okay. So that's what we can do it. Now, you substitute that. So we have 1 by 2 I have taken. So this is simplify this. X of n is equal to sine of, take the LCM 35, and this 5 pi n plus 7 pi n is nothing but what? 5 plus 7 is 12 pi n. Similarly, you here also you take the 1 by 2 is there, no problem. You take it outside, keep it outside. And 7 pi n minus 2 pi n, 5 pi n is 2 pi n. So sine of 2 pi n divided by 35. Okay, right. Now amplitude scaling will not affect the periodicity signal. We can neglect it. Instead of putting it and cancelling it, you neglect it. Because we all know the condition. Amplitude scaling will not affect the periodicity of the signal. Phase shift will not affect the periodicity of the signal. Addition of DC will also not affect the periodicity. Keeping that property in mind, we can neglect half. Sir, I will include half, no problem. At the end, it will get cancelled. Now you find out the individual period. What is that we have? Sine of 12 pi n divided by 35 plus 12 pi 12 pi n1 by 35 should be equal to sine of 12 pi n divided by 35. When these two are equal, 12 pi n1 divided by 35 should be equal to 2 pi k. Pi gets cancelled 6 times. Okay, n1 is equal to what? 35 divided by 6 into k. What is n01? Many students will do the mistake. When I say this one, what they say is, sir, k is equal to 1, sir. 35 by 6 is the period. Sorry, wrong. You know it. N should be integer such that k should be an integer. And for least integer value of k, you will get the fundamental period. So what is the minimum value? For what value of k you will get n as integer? K is equal to 6, you will get integer. So 12 also will get integer. 12, if you put 12, you will get it as what? 12 is 2 times 35 to 70 is the period. So 70 is also period. 12, what is the 35 is also period. When you take k is equal to 6, 6 gets cancelled, period becomes 35 here. When you take 12, it becomes 2, 70 is the period for this. But for least integer value of k, we will get the fundamental period. That means we should select the value of k as integer and least integer, and for least integer value of k, we will get the fundamental period. Sir, what about k is equal to, what will happen? For example, if I take a sinusoidal signal, just for an example, I'll take continuous time signal. If you take like this, this is also a period. This is because it is repeating. This is also a period. Do you know why? Because this whole thing, 2 cycles are repeating. That is not the fundamental period. See, k is equal to 6 also will get period. K is equal to 12 also will get the period. But k is equal to 6, you will get the fundamental period. For k is equal to 12, you will get the fundamental period. For 2 cycles, you will get it. That is not the fundamental period. The fundamental period is for the least integer value of k, you will get the fundamental period. Okay, right? So n01 is equal to n01 is equal to, for k is equal to 6, you will get it. That is 35. You don't need to write what is k. Just n01 is equal to, right? That's the reason you should carefully do that. Sine of 12, what is this one? Second term, 2 pi n. 2 pi n divided by 35 plus 2 pi n2 divided by 35 is equal to sine of 2 pi n by 35. When these two are equal, 2 pi n2 divided by 35 is equal to 2 pi k. 2 pi gets cancelled. N2 is equal to 35k. N02 is equal to 35. For least integer value here is 1. For 1 itself, we will get the fundamental period. But here we will get the fundamental period. Is that okay? Just check it. Is it visible properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Because someone has put it as blur. Any such things are there? Please tell me. So N01 is equal to 35. N02 is equal to 35. Okay. The ratio N01 divided by N02 is equal to 35 divided by 35 is equal to 1. Is rational. Period is not 1. Only ratio is rational. And its value is 1, therefore it is rational. Now the period n naught is equal to, cross multiply it. N naught 1 which is equal to n naught 2. N naught 1 to n naught 2 is what? 35. So it is periodic. That's how you should do it. Right? Because I'll do it in mobile. Okay. Take a break for 5 minutes and relog in it. Hello? Oh, where it is? 1 minute, 1 minute. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir, visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 1 minute. So n naught is equal to n naught. So that is periodic we have, right? Similarly, we can do a few more problems of this kind. We have seen in the examination. Let us take one more problem. 1 minute. 1 minute. Examination problem, right? 1 minute. Okay. One more problem in the examination, which is like this. X of n is equal to, this is the problem number 37. X of n is equal to Re of e to the power of j n pi by 12 plus Im of e to the power of j n pi by 16. Okay. This can be written as what? RE means real part of. IM means imaginary part of. This is an examination question. X of n of real part of e to the power of I theta is nothing but what? Cos of n pi by 12 plus j sin n pi by 12 plus imaginary part of cos of n pi by 18 plus j sin n pi by 18. So therefore, what is that? You can write it. Real part of this quantity, this is real part, this imaginary part. So cos n pi by 12. And what is the imaginary part of it? Plus sin of n pi by 18. Don't take j. J indicates imaginary part. The j indicates just because of j, we call it as imaginary part. So the part is what? Sin n pi by 18. Sin n pi by 18. So refer, see previous problem only. Refer problem 36 only. Problem 36 only. So previous problem only we have. So same thing you will get it. Answer as 72 you will get it. Okay. This previous problem only. That is not previous. So that is 35. Refer problem number 35. Same thing is there. Cos n pi by 12 plus sin n pi by 18. Same thing you will get it here. But different form he has given. Okay. Let us move on to problem number 38. Okay. One more examination problem he has given like this. X of n is equal to e to the power of j n pi by 16 into cos of n pi by 17. How to do this kind of problem? Okay. X of n is equal to e to the power of j n pi by 16 means what? E to the power of j n pi by 16 is cos n pi by 16 plus j sin n pi by 16 into cos of n pi by 17. Now you multiply it. X of n is equal to cos n pi by 16 into cos n pi by 17 plus j sin of n pi by 16 into cos of n pi by 17. Okay. X of n is equal to, you'll get same kind of, instead of doing all these things, we can do it like cos A cos B, sin A cos B, you should do it. Instead of doing this one, this is one, here with this one period you will take it, here you will get 1 period. Therefore, we can write it as n1 pi divided by 16 is equal to 2 pi k. No need to do all the steps. Pi gets cancelled. N1 is equal to 32k. N02 is equal to N01 is equal to 32. Like that, you should do it. So this is one term, this is another term. Product, when you take it, you will get this kind of thing, and you will get cos A cos B. Sin A cos B is cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B divided by 2. And sin A cos B sin of A plus B plus sin of A minus B divided by 2. Same thing will, instead of that, you calculate like this. This one, the same thing will be there. And if you take the sum of these two and sum of these two, you will get the same answer, you will get it. So what is that way? N2 pi by 17 is equal to 2 pi k. Pi gets cancelled. N2 is equal to 34k, or N02 is equal to 34. Now, N01 divided by N02 is equal to 32 by 34. So, two ones are 2 6, 2 ones are 2 7. 16 by 7 is rational. Therefore, it is periodic. N naught is equal to 17 N naught 1, which is equal to 16 N naught 2. So, what is the ticket I did? N naught is equal to 17 into N naught 1. N naught 1 is 32. How much is that? You can calculate and tell me. So it is 544. N naught is equal to 544. That is the period what we have, right? That is the right answer. So this is one of the examination what we have seen. Okay. Now let us go for one more problem. So now these are the example. Another examination problem which is taken from your prescribed textbook. It is given like this. This is from Simon Aiken. Problem number 39. Determine whether the following signals are periodic or not. If periodic, find the fundamental period. X of t is equal to V of t plus V of minus t. This is an examination problem from your prescribed textbook Simon Aiken, where V of t is equal to sine t into u of t. What is the sine t into u of t? Sine function, u of t is only a range. Its value is 1 from 0 to infinity. Before 0, its value is 0. Therefore, sine function also will become 0. So, it is a v of t is the thing, but sine function only for positive value. So, first I will write v of t. This is your v of t because it will not exist for before 0 because it is multiplied by u of t. If you multiply by u of t means what is ranging only. See, your elementary signal is used to fix the range for the given function. Since it is u of t is ranging from 0 to infinity, its value is 1 only for 0 to infinity. Before that, it is 0. So, hence, if any function multiplied by this one is before that is 0, because 0 into anything is 0. So, therefore, any function multiplied by u of t always ranges from 0 to infinity. Let us say if any function multiplied by delta function, because we know that delta function will exist only at 0. If only, that is only one. The product to be 0, if anyone is 0, it is 0. Right? So therefore, what will happen is wherever delta t, since delta t will exist only at t is equal to 0, at t is equal to 0 only it will exist. Right? This is v of t, this is v of minus t. V of minus t is fold it. So this is by observation only we can do it. V of minus t this side, folded one, this side. Now add these two, v of t plus v of minus t. This way it will come and this way it will. So it is a periodic by observation. Sir, it is the same thing is repeating now, sir. No, see that? It is coming like this, but it should go this way now. It is going in the opposite side. Therefore, it is aperiodic. By observation only we should. Some of the, see, when the arithmetic functions are given, mathematical equations are given, we can do it with the equation itself. But when we give this kind of, when they give this kind of problem, we can do it by observation only. Such kind of many problems are there. I'll do it now. Let us see how exactly that kind of problems will be done. Now let us go for one more problem. A signal of this sort 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What is the period? X of t. What is the period? So here it is by observation only. It is going up until next going up. That is the period. The period is, what is that? It is 4. It is going up. You should not take this one, but until that point you should take it. So therefore, period is, what is that? T naught is equal to 4. So this kind of things we should do it by observation only. So another examination problem he has given at x of n is equal to minus 1 to the power of n. It is taken from the prescribed text to Simon Aiken. Okay, give the value, sketch it, then you will understand. At 0, minus 1 to the power of 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 to the power of 1 is minus 1. At minus 1, minus 1 to the power of minus 1 is, what is that? Minus 1 to the power of minus 1 is 1 divided by minus 1. We take it to the denominator. 1 by minus 1 is minus 1. Therefore, we will get as minus 1. What is minus 1 to the power of 2? Minus 1 to the power of 2 is minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. Minus 1 square now. So, therefore, we will get plus 1 at 2. What is minus 1 to the power of minus 1 to the power of minus 2? Which is nothing but equal to 1 by minus 1 whole square. Minus 1 whole square is 1. 1 by 1 is 1. So, therefore, we will get it as 1. So, like that, we have this. Okay, once you sketch the signal, you observe that. Check it. 1, 2. Same thing is repeating. Therefore, what is that we have? N naught is equal to 2. So, by observation only, we can do the. Okay. So, this kind of many problems we have. Now, let us take one more problem. So, which is of this sort. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is your x of t. Similarly, what is the period? Here, after this interval, it is repeating. Therefore, t naught is equal to continuous, no? For continuous, I'll write t, but discrete, I'll write n naught. See, here we have written t naught. This is discrete. So, t naught is equal to 1. Now, we'll take up on this kind of problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, this is t naught. T naught is equal to, see, it is going like this until next going. That you should not take it up to this point. That is 2. So, 1 to 2, we can write it as 2. Or you can start with 0 itself. No problem. It is like this. Start from 0. Or here to here also you can take it. Because if you take this one, same thing is repeating. You stop at this point. Or I'll take it from here. No problem. If you start from here, you end at this point. So, P naught is equal to, see that period is equal to. Here we can easily see that this is full rectified, this is half rectified. This is T naught is the period. F is equal to 1 by T. F is equal to 1 by T. 1 by 1, 1. Here, F is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2. So, therefore, what will happen? So, frequency is half here. Frequency is doubled here. Is it right? That's what. So, fundamental period. If you take a sinusoidal signal, after rectification, the period remains same here. Therefore, frequency remains same. Here, frequency is what? Doubled. Here it is half, here it is 1. Therefore, frequency is doubled. That's the ripple frequency is doubled in case of full wave rectifier. In case of half wave rectifier, it is remains same. That's what you should understand from this, what we say in AEC or analog circuits. Okay. So these things we should observe. And something like this, if you have, okay, I'll take up one kind of this kind of problem. Zero, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is the period here? Count the elements. Let us say it start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one is repeated. So therefore, n naught is equal to 8. So I'll start from this point. Okay. So you count up to this point. This one you should not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one you should not be repeated. You start from this point, no problem. So wherever you start, count the number of elements. And same thing, if it is repeating, then it is become APS. So therefore, until that point, is n naught is equal to 8. You can check it out. So this kind of problems we have seen in the examination. And some of the problems we should do it. Another one, it is like this. So let us say it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on. 1, 9. Okay. So how will you do that? So period is what? Start from this point until next increase. Up to this point now, T naught is equal to 3. Sir, I will start from this point. You start at this point, you should end at this point. So that's how we should calculate the periodicity. Periodicity, once it is repeating, we can take it. Okay. One more problem. 44. Let us take one problem, which is of this sort. So 1 by 4, 0, 1 by 4, 2 by 4. It is 1 by 2. This is 2 by 4. Minus 1 by 4. Minus 2 by 4, which is nothing but equal to 1 minus 1 by 2. Minus 2 by minus 3 by 4. Minus 4 by 4 is 1. 1 by 4. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. 3 by 4. And 4 by 4 is 1. Now you check it. What is the period? X of t. So it is going up until next going up. 1 by 4 here is 1 by 2. So therefore, this is going like this up. So it's repeating, we should not consider. Therefore, this is the period. T naught is equal to 1 by 2. That's how we should calculate. So one more we have seen like this. Let us say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on. So you count the number of elements. It does this also. This is here is also element with amplitude 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again repeating. Therefore, n naught is equal to 4. That's how we should do it. One more problem I have seen in the examination. We have asked this question in some other chapter, not in this chapter. In Fourier transform chapter, he has asked this question. There we need the periodicity of the signal also. 0, 1, 3 by 2. So this is 1, it is minus half. And 3 by 2 plus 1, no. 5 by 2 minus half. And 5 by 2 plus half is, this is 2. 0 minus half.
minus of minus 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 minus half ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ minus 2 minus 3 like that it will go on. So check for the periodicity. What is the period? So it is crossing here. So this side is 1, this side is minus half. No problem, still it is repeating. So what is that? You take from this point 0 to 3 bit. Same thing, it's going up now. So therefore it is 3 bit. So that is very difficult to calculate. So you calculate here. 5 by 2 minus 1. This peak to this peak, or negative peak to negative peak, or 0 crossing to 0 crossing. You can take it anything. You get it. So 5 by 2 minus 1 is 3 by 2. Therefore T naught is equal to 3 by 2. That's how we should calculate the period of this. Right? So this completes problems on periodicity of the signal. So here in today's class we have discussed about periodicity of different kind of. One more problem I think I left out in the examination problem. I'll just take it out. Discrete and problem is there. Yeah, this is one important problem. Problem is like this. Check for periodicity. It is twice we have seen this question in the examination. X of n is equal to sine of pi plus 0.2 n. Okay, check for the periodicity. Don't get confused with this one. This is only a constant. Okay, this is a phase shift by pi. That's all. Here only should. So x of n plus n is equal to x of n. X of n plus 1 is sine of pi plus 0.2 n is equal to plus 0.2 n is equal to sine of pi plus 0.2 n. So when this pi is there, 0.2 n is there. Only 0.2 n should be equal to 2 pi k. See, for a discrete time signal, no, if along with n pi is not there, automatically it become aperiodic. No need to check it also. By observation only we can do. This is 1 or 2 marks question. So what will happen is this is point n is equal to, this is 0.1, this is 1. So n is equal to pi by 0.1. N is equal to 10 pi k. Now, for any integer value of k, n is not an integer. You take any value of k. So therefore it is aperiodic. This is an examination question. We have seen it for twice in the exam, right? So this kind of question, this is also taken from your prescribed textbook, Simon Hayek. We go through Simon Hayek textbook, lots of exercise problems we can see, and go through all those problems. If you're finding it difficult, you can call me or you can ask the question or send the question. I'll answer. Okay. Or you can come for video call and you can check it out how to solve this kind of problem. Anyway, so this is about the problems on periodicity of the signals. So in this we have done 5 kinds of problems. One is trigonometric functions with individual one for continuous time signal. Trigonometric functions for continuous, sum of them. Then discrete time trigonometric functions, individual, we did it. Then sum of the discrete time signals, also we did it. Okay, right. Periodicity. And then we did by observation how to check the periodicity of the signal. If a trigonometric function is given mathematically, x of t plus t is equal to x of t, x of n plus n is equal to x of n, you apply the equation, you can find out. When the equation is not given, some graphs are given or some other functions are given, then how to check the periodicity of the signal? That also by observation we can do. So all these kinds of problems we did it. That's about the periodicity of the trigonometric functions or any other functions also. Next class, I will be talking about the energy and power of the signal. That is another important topic. I will continue in the next class. The afternoon, Varshini madam will take. I have finished this 2 hours class. One is Ravi Shankar sir class and mine. Afternoon, the Varshini madam will take. Okay, I'll continue in the next class. Thank you.